Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on another weekend watch list building session. I just got through watching the space flight, Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic. It's pretty cool, especially if you're closer to my age when space travel was never really thought possible. So it's pretty interesting. So I know everybody's going to want to jump into space. The stock this week, the IV is just ridiculous. So one of the tickers we've got is THO, which is the parent company. So hopefully we'll get some movement from that, and plus it's got a pretty good technical setup. So a little bit about me. I am a dark pool block trade and smart money analyst, and we're going to be using a specific software that tracks smart money dark pool block trades in the stock market. That is the Flow Trade software system, and you're just seeing it on my screen now. What we like to do with this is we find stocks that have a bullish or bearish divergence, and that will allow us to catch a higher than probable move, preferably to the upside. So with that being said, I'm going to take a moment to let the intro run and make sure you do the thing, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll be right back. Okay. All right, welcome back. We're going to get right into it. Hold on, I need a cup of coffee, drink. My wife was nice enough to bring me coffee this morning. So, the stocks that I've got for this week are LMND, THO, which is Virgin Galactic, Snow, which everybody saw Snow last week and went bananas, Square, and SLB. And then the last one will be SLB. So we're going to start off with Lemonade, LMND. Real quick rundown of my chart setup, or what you see here. The purple line is the regular algo line. The white is price action. If you see any red horizontal lines, those are regular block pool trades. If you see any blue horizontal lines, those are dark pool block trades. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the single chart layout so that everybody can see what's going on as I mark this up. Lemonade, oh lemonade. Alright, so single chart layout, I've got it kind of zoomed out. What we like to see is this has got strong bullish divergence to the upside. And what I mean by that is, you can see it here, where price has diverged from the direction of the algorithm, right? You would think it was here, it's actually more around here. That's more of the divergence area. And it is actually closer to this area. So we've got price action that's maintaining a nice strong uptrend, right? Looks like it's trying to form a nice strong uptrend, trying to form a bull flag, right? The algorithm's maintaining its uptrend, trying to form a little triangle, a little wedge breakout. The most important thing is that price is or the algo is in continued uptrend. So looking at the 15-minute chart, the algo's curled up. Looks like we've got some strong net buying pressure, right? So the algo's been net buying, bringing it down to the 15-minute. Oh, wait, I need to do one thing real quick. Go back to the 15-minute and grab a screenshot. All right. Looking at it at the 1 minute, this is the 1 minute chart shows price action for the day. So this is what happened on Friday, right? The algo was just straight net buying all day long, and at the end of the day, large orders came in and caused the algorithm to go vertical. So I'm going to mark this up a little bit, right? Price is trading with the algo is trading with price action, very similar movements, right? There's that uptrend. The algo is vertical at the end of the day, right? Those are things we like to see. Price action currently closed above the opening range high, which is, I'm going to just make that green real quick. Nice little green color, go right there, opening range high, and this is a 127 extension for the current day, not for forever, right? So, that didn't click off. All right, there we go. Nice strong uptrend, broke above the opening range high, 97.05, looking for a breakout for a run. Looking at Lemonade on from a more technical standpoint, That's 4-hour daily, daily weekly, and I want the daily. So what we've done is nice run up, pull back to support, run up, ran into some resistance right at 115, sold off. You know, everything pretty much sold off all last week. Currently at a the bottom of the 34 EMA. We've got a 5 and 15-minute squeeze happening, Darvis box low. Right. From here, we can anticipate a continued move to the upside, and looking at some fib levels for that. You know, we'd want to go from the high to the low, but we broke the high, so we need to go up and find another level that we're going to use. It seems to be pretty decent, right? 618 extension, sold off, found support, broke above the 618, ran into some resistance, sold off back down to the 50% retracement, looking for the next move up. Okay. With that being said, immediate targets would be 107 and then previous high at 115. That's for LMND or Lemonade. MACD's a little red and looks like it's starting to roll over to become positive. We would need that to become positive with stochastics and RSI turning green and the signal line rising above the upper Bollinger Band. But I do like the break of 98 and we go to 107 and then 115 after that. So that's LMND. We went through the algo. We went through a couple shots here. Took a screenshot of that. This is the 4-hour versus daily. Lots of zooming. You can see where this MACD needs to kind of curl over a little bit more. Price needs to get back above the 8 EMA. We're currently resting at the daily 200 SMA. I think that's the 200. Yeah, the daily 200 SMA. So really need to get, 98 looks like it's going to be a pretty significant level. Obviously 100 is a significant level psychologically. We are resting on the daily 200 SMA, right? We didn't break down below that, which is good. We would like to see the 50 cross above the 200 for continued move to the upside. Point of control for the daily and VWAP for the year is coming in at 104-ish area. So just a couple additional levels to keep in mind when looking at getting into LMND, Lemonade. Alright, so I've got a couple screenshots. Alright, the next one I wanted to look at is Virgin Galactic, which is THO. Now this is not space, okay? They're two separate companies. This is the parent company. The parent company's IV is way lower, and it's set up with nice, strong, bullish divergence, and it seems to be moving pretty good. I checked out the options chain on this, and the options are more liquid, less IV, greater chance of making a little bit of money off of that historic event. Looking at the chart, so nice strong buying pressure for the last week or so. The algo is kind of forming this little bull flag here. We'd like it to break out and continue to the upside. We do have, I think we tested previous high, but we've got uptrending support. Looks like we've got a little bit of a wedge forming here on the 15-minute chart. A little bit of a wedge, right? Yeah, we just like to clear above that and continue on to the next move to the upside. All right, so looking at the 1-minute chart. So this is what price action did on Friday. It bounced back and forth between 109 and 110. The algo, however, was steady buying. A little bebop up above the opening range high. We'd like that to come back down and test for the next move up. The algo is vertical at the end of the day, so strong buying pressure coming in. THO. So this is a daily chart. So this is a pretty good, sell-off, retrace to the 618, come back down. Now it is a decision making. We do have a buy signal. So our RSI and stochastics and MACD are all positive and increasing. I think it was just this dividend date on July 1st that caused the sell-off. So we're at a decision-making area with this doji. It's demand zone central. If we can get momentum from news or whatever it is to get us back up through the 50% retracement up into the 1618, right? Obviously, if we get above this 117, there's nice room to move from 117 to 125-ish area. So this would be a 1, 2, 3 move. Fib levels, we're currently right at the 382 or this longer term Darvis low, right? It's purple, so from high to Darvis low, we closed above it. We could continue to the upside. I think that with the news, that would really help this stock move back up to the upside. I like the 117 target. THO. Kind of the same thing here, right? We sold off, found support, came up, ran into some resistance. Looks like the 34 EMA. Sold back off, just to the point of control on the daily. We closed above VWAP, right? So there's a little bit of congestion to get back up into these upper levels, like the 120 basically is the 50% retracement. Like I said, based on news, I think that that's going to be the catalyst to kind of turn this thing around. We've got increasing MACD, increasing RSI. We're in a mid-compression squeeze on, looks like the daily, waiting for this histogram on the weekly to curl back around and move to the upside. So the daily squeeze fired off. We're in that. It's going to help propel us back up to the upside. We've maintained VWAP. We closed above the 34 EMA. Got a little bull flag forming on price action. Do you need me to draw that out real quick? I can. That's what this looks like. All right, one of these. All right, look at that little wedge or pennant flag, whatever. This line that you see here is some overhead VWAP resistance. So we do have room from 113 or 111, resistance at 112, 113, and 114. Break above 113. We go up and start testing the 382, 618, right? I really do think that this one's going to move pretty well. All right, that was THO. Then we're going to start looking at snow. Everybody had a great day. Everybody had a snow day on Friday. It moved really well. All right, snow on the algo. So what I like with snow on the algo is look at this strong net buying right off of this. I didn't mark it up. There's a dark pool level that we were currently trading at 246.88 that we just released from that. So I've heard that there's a lot of gamma. There's a lot of, I don't want to say squeeze in snow, but there's a lot of potential for this to just continue to run and run and run and run and run. It's got a very good technical setup. The algo's net buying. It's trading with price action. Even made a little curly Q up here. It's going to continue to move to the upside. Looking at it at the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart? Yes, the 1 minute chart. Here we go. Right. So this was Friday. Just blow off top Friday. Blew above the 1618 of the day. But look at this algo, right? The algo is maintaining its, let's see if I can get back to the zoom level I was at. All right, algo is maintaining its upward channel. This is consolidation. The algo broke through, continued buying pressure. I'd like to see this algo either curl back up and continue to the upside, or maybe come back down and test this channel. As long as it doesn't break down below that channel, I feel confident in snow continuing to move. All right, looking at, which one did I want to look at first? Let's look at this one. So this is a rather large move for snow, right? 50% retracement, chopped between 50 and 382, blasted up through 50%. This is a newly formed 200 SMA on the daily. coming in at 260. So we closed above the 200 SMA, right? Look at this baby 200 SMA. We did not break the 618. So if we can get continued momentum, right, with the MACD golden cross on the daily, we've got histogram crossing on the daily weekly, we had a mid compression squeeze fire off on the daily, we've got a 4-hour MACD golden cross, right? Stack positive moving averages, the 8s on top of the 24 on top of the 30, or on 8 on top of 21 on top of 34, above the 50, now above the 200 SMA. So we clear 217 or 270-ish overnight, then this is a nice solid move. Look for resistance at 300 psychological level, but I see 325 coming in the next couple weeks. Shorter term target, I mean, 320 is not, let's just target 300, then 325. This thing can move, will move, and it's just been released. So snow, that can be a fun one. All right, so we did, all right, next one I'll look at is SLB Schlumberg. I just like the name of that, SLB Schlumberg, and then SLB. All right, so I went ahead and I've already marked some of these up to get through this video a little bit quicker. All right, so this is a 15-minute view of SLB. Okay, keep in mind, price actions net buying almost vertically away from price, or yeah, the algo's net buying almost vertically away from price action. We came up, we did a little boobop to the next up, you know, almost vertical net buying. Very strong buying pressure here, right? We gapped up above the block trade cluster that started back on the 6th through the 9th. So the 31 to 3112 level is our cluster of support. We blew up through it. We have nice uptrending support, upward trend line support. Let's see if I can throw another one on here real quick. That can be seen here, right? Potential bull flag on the, the 15-minute chart. We like to see it get up through this, come up, test this dark pool level that came in at 32.19 at the end of last month. It looks as if though that may have been absorbed through this chop fest. So newer block trades. So let me just do this. So these regular block trades at 32.10 and 32.23 and the dark pool at 32.15 may have been absorbed by this price action here, right? So we may run into light resistance on the way back up to the newer block trades that came in at 32.80, which is the most recent one, which is this. Basically this level here is what we're looking for first resistance, okay? If we can get through that, obviously 33 is a very psychological level for this stock. Break above 33.12, and I would look for maybe going up and testing some previous highs. But that's a nice $3 move. Looking at it on price action, or wait, we need to do 1 minute. Sorry about that. SLB on Friday, right? Nice pop to fade. All right, chop. Look at the algo line, just straight net buying. At the end of the day, we did an about phase vertical buy. So, like I said, this wedge, this little flag is forming. We'd like it to get back up and out of it. So, looking at price action for the 4-hour daily, there's this little flag I was talking about. Let me draw it up for you real quick so it's a little easier to see. It's this one here. Right. Let's see. I'll just take it from here. Right. So we're currently between the 8 and the 21. Looking for this to curl around and release a little bit more. Right. The same thing with, with the daily. We sold off to this, not quite the 618, but we sold off. We broke back above the 50% point of control and VWAP for the year. We closed above it, so this is a little bit of a squeeze. We may need a couple of days for this MACD to curl around a little bit more, become positive and increasing. So that would give us a little bit of time maybe to chop and squeeze back within this bull flag. Right, I said we needed to get above some block trade levels. Right, there's that 32.15. We can get above, 32.25, then I feel a little bit more comfortable in moving back up to 34, 36, 38. From a technical standpoint, it looks like it's continuing in its uptrend. This could be a wedge, right? This could be an upward channel. So we will keep an eye on it, but I like what the algo is doing. All right, MACD needs to curl around and move up. It's in a squeeze, yeah. So that is SLB, kind of the same situation. Darvas box low, we bounced off of that. That's what I'm missing off of here. There we go. I thought something was missing. So we've got, a double green on SPY, or on SPY. Like I said, we may be a couple days early on this one. I'd like it to curl around a little bit more and continue to get some upward strength. We have earnings coming up on the 23rd. That's the reason I like this stock. Could be a potential run into earnings, right? It seems to react very well after earnings. It always seems to sell off into earnings. So it could be following its typical pattern. Support of the Darvas box low, right? I think we can make a couple bucks off of it this week. Okay, that was SLB. The next one I want to do is Square, and then I'm going to call it. And let's see, Square. Minute chart for Square. Okay, so price action is essentially trading with the algorithm, which is good because price action is in a nice strong uptrend. We've got a block. Let me just light up these block trades real quick. We've got one at 250 that's going to be pretty relevant. 220 or 242.54. That's our most immediate one. Got a little bit of a cluster support coming in at 238.50 and 238.04 as block trade support. These are all regular block trades, not dark pool. So we've got this uptrending support off this longer term wedge, right? The algo is currently pretty much trading with price action, but it's an overall bullish uptrend. We need this to curl back up and continue to move to the upside, helping us get past this regular block trade at 242.54. So that was from the 28th, right? I don't feel like there's been enough price action at this level to absorb the shares, so we may need to run into a little bit of resistance here. So that was Square on the 15-minute chart. Bringing it down to the 1-minute chart, see what it did on Friday. Like just net buying that all day long, right? That's all price action did. So let me just mark this up here. So right, net buying all day. Right, the algo, like I said, needs to curl up and continue to move to the upside. We were able to maintain support at this 127. Actually, we actually launched off of this level, right, up into the 1618, closed above that from the opening range low to there. Here's the block trade levels that we kind of just moved away from. These are block trade levels. We're like, oh, block trades, let's straight buy. Okay, so that's Square. Algo. Let's look at Square on TrendSpider and looking at Square. All right, so giant chop, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Maybe catch the 4th wave or catch the 5th wave to the upside, right? MACD is kind of rolling over, but we have a 5 and 15-minute squeeze that should help us out. We're currently at the bottom of a Darvis range box. We maintain 34 EMA support. We've got a little green candle going on here. Like I said, this would be illustrated like this. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave. Oh, always do that. Fifth wave of an Elliott wave, potentially, right? Long term, like this is very, very wide, right? So this level here, 268, right? Let's call it 270 as a target for square. Would complete the fifth wave, wouldn't break above the downward trend line, but would complete the pattern of a cycle, right? Right into earnings that's coming up on the 4th. I like the way that this thing's moving. I don't see, we've got support 237. Just take a picture of this. Got a picture of that. Looking at square. So from high to low, we broke above the 618 barely, came back down, tested the 50%, and now, right, above the 618, tested the 50%. Now we're continuing for the next move to the upside. Looking at it on the daily, kind of the same thing. Sold off into the 50%, broke above point of control on the daily. We have a little bit of a MACD golden cross, which should bring MACD more positive. Let's see, looks like the daily squeeze histogram is starting to become more neutral, but the weekly is starting to curl around. We can get those two squeezes to fire off to the upside. This could explode to the upside, but like I said, we've got that 278 target, and 268. Let's see, 278's this previous high. It could be, but I like this uptrend, right? Stack positive moving averages closed above VWAP. We're the 50s above the 200, right? We're above the 21 day on the daily. We sold off to the 21 EMA on the daily, maintained support there. Now we're continuing to the move to the upside. Closed above VWAP on the daily from monthly VWAP. I like this one. Like I said, resistance at 245, and then 250 being psychological resistance, 245 being the 618. But I like 255 as a target, right? So that was square, and I'll just write this down. Square 255. All right, so we went through Lemonade, Virgin, Galactic, Snow, SLB, and Square. I'll do a picture of this, and then we need a picture of this guy right here. So I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. It was a really quick watch list building session. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me in the comments section below after you hit that like button. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Got me? Thanks. I stream every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I take requests. So if you're not following me on Twitter, hit me up at DarkPoolAlgo. If you like the software that you see and like being able to see what smart money is doing before they actually do it, go ahead and sign up for a free trial of FlowTrade. There's a link in my profile. There'll be a link in this description. There's a ton of free tools that is included with your subscription, right? Scanner tools. Look, let's just grab. I don't know if we've got a divergence one. Yeah. Oh, we do have a divergence. Let's check out some divergence. Oh, look, Microsoft divergence. Just real quick. Shameless plug. All right. So we bring it down to the 1 minute chart. Oh, I don't want to see 30 days for the block trades. Let me drop those down to like the last. I feel like the last 4 days are important. Oh, we've got, what's this red business? Oh, that means that price action is increasing, but the algo is decreasing. So it's bearish divergence. Looking at low. Actually, I want to look at car because it came up. So this is called bullish divergence, and this is a great example of it. Price action is selling off, so it's green. The algo is net buying. As soon as we find some support, right, price action is going to continue up to meet the algorithm where it diverged from. This area here, actually, it's probably more like that area. So from 195.30 to 195.80. You know, it's an 80-cent move. And the last one was car. All right, look at this divergence. So price action is selling off, the algo is net buying. As soon as price action finds a base, it's going to move back up to meet with the algo. So if it's a 50-cent move, a $1 move, $5 move, you know, we're able to see the move before it happens. See how the algo interacts with block trade levels, right? It hit this cluster coming in at 48.20, and you know, profit taking, and the algo stopped selling. Ran into it here, came back, retraced, moved to the upside. So price action interacts with the algo interacts with block trades. And let's see, square. There we go. Look at this. Oh, we already marked it up. Microsoft Blue. CTVA is another one that gets played all the time. This is a good example of divergence. So we alerted divergence here at this 43.48 as price action was selling off because the algo was net buying, right? So if we would have bought at the bottom here, we would have been able to take profit when the divergence played out. Horizon. Right? The algo's net buying, price action selling. We would look for support to place a buy order and know that the algo and price action have to reconvene at some point. Okay? All right, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me once again. This is a real outro. My name is Darkpool Algo. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. See you all in the morning. Have a good one.